Greetings, Pisces. Welcome to your September 2014 Runescope with me. My name is Amanda. Just want to recommend, as I always do, that you also watch the video for your rising sign if you know it, because sometimes that can be more accurate for you than your sun sign, or the combination of the two with these very general predictions can really give you a pretty reliable guide usually for what is going to be going on for the month. Of course, the only way to get a reading only for you is to schedule one with me. I do those on Skype. It's $65 for a half-an-hour session. Just drop me a line at the email address in this video or below the video to set up an appointment. Please do be patient. It can take me a little bit to get back to you. Just depends on how many people are ahead of you in the line, but I will get back to you, I promise. What I'm doing this month is actually, we're gonna keep going with the stones. That's overwhelmingly the majority. It wasn't even close. They want the stones. So majority rules here on Runescopes, if nowhere else. But for those of you who prefer the cards, like the cards, honestly, the stones are the same thing. It's just there are no pictures. But normally, like someone mentioned, you can't really see the cards on my videos so well. Anyway, because I lack the video equipment to show, both myself and the cards, and people for some reason seem to want to see me. So I'm back. Be careful what you wish for. You are going to get it, at least on Runescopes. So I'm going to use the tarot cards as well and put out one tarot card for each position as well. And that should hopefully be the best of both worlds. They do work very well together. And those of you who have gotten readings with me know that I use both runes and tarot. There are some questions, some issues that are better dealt with by runes, and then some with tarot. So we'll just do that and see how that goes. But let me just focus here on you Pisceans for the month of September 2014 and see what we got coming up for you guys and gals. Okay. Turn these over. And we'll see who wants to go where. Okay, take a look at our tarot cards here. All right, Pisces, interesting September. A lot of stuff going on. Your challenge around September, it looks like you're going to be working very hard to reconcile with someone. Now this could be, a relationship, a romantic relationship. Could be family though. Could be your mother specifically, because I have the rune for mom coming up here. So I mean, you could be working on that relationship, or you may have conflict with mom. Maybe you're trying to keep your patience. You're just trying so hard to be patient. But you're just frustrated. Some of you may be waiting on to hear news about your mom's health. Maybe she got some tests done and there's been, some kind of issue with that. It does look like though there will be gradual improvement. So maybe there is, a treatment or something, but it's going to take time. It may take about a year before she's maybe back up to where she needs to be. Or maybe it's you, Pisces, that you are, starting a new treatment. You've had some health issues, or you have one specific health issue and you're really kind of down in September about it. But gradually, again, I'm seeing a time frame of about a year for most of you. You're gonna kick this. You're gonna beat this. You're gonna get to a much better place, and it is gonna take effort. You're probably gonna feel worse before you feel better, but it does look like you're on the right road. So whatever treatment is recommended for you or for someone close to you in September is gonna be the right way to go. I do see family conflict. Work looks good. So, but what I'm seeing here kind of, Pisces, is that maybe there's some conflict balancing your work. Maybe there's this family drama that's taking you away from your work or your creative projects. You can't focus. You know, for some of you, there may be something legal going on. There may be a divorce or a settlement, because I have the Justice card along with, you know, Jira, which is the legalities rune. So, I mean, there may be something going on legally here. And it's going to take some time, but you know, to pan out. But it does look like you're going to be happy with the result of whatever this is. Some of you may get a final kind of say in September. There may be a final settlement, a final decision on something. Some of you may be working out issues with children, custody issues, things like that in September. And that's how the legal system is figuring in. A very karmic month September is, Pisces. Things that were not in balance will be balanced, but it may get worse before it gets better. That's what I'm feeling here. It may get worse before it gets better. It may be, you know, Libra time before it gets better. So it may be, you know, the end of September going into October before this is totally kind of rectified. There's going to be karmic justice too for some of you you're going to hear that there's been karmic justice regarding someone that maybe you are in a relationship with. Maybe this is the person you're divorcing, and you're going to hear that, you know, they've kind of, that wheel of karma has come around. Because I mean, I see you just being satisfied that, okay, justice has been done. This person has, you know, paid for their sins, as it were. So I do feel like, you know, you will hear something to that effect about, and this could be somebody from your past, you know, that maybe you haven't seen in a while. You may hear that, you know, oh, this person's now in the middle of a horrible divorce, and you know, maybe this latest woman that he's cheated on, or this latest man that she's cheated on or treated badly is you know, really putting him or her through the ringer, depending on, you know, whether you're male or female. That's how this will work. But yeah, this would be somebody who is sort of lazy in relationships and just really kind of treated people very kind of just like furniture. That's what I'm getting. It's like, yeah, whoever's around, whoever falls into my lap, that's who I'll have a relationship with. But I mean, don't expect any kind of special treatment. And Pisces, this has come up for you before, but this may be somebody trying to reconnect with you. This may be somebody trying to start over here, trying to get something going with you again. I don't think this person has changed. I will put that out there, because this is somebody who's still coming up in the reversed. So somebody who may be talking a good game, but probably isn't going to back it up through action. So just use caution. Remember, the best indicator of future behavior is past behavior. So, you know, anybody who comes in September that's from the past, not much has changed. So, but I do think you will be happy to hear that there's been some sort of justice if this is somebody who did you wrong in the past. And you know, we're never happy to hear that somebody's suffering or going through bad things. In fact, Pisces, you may feel a little bit bad for this person. That may be how they get back in. They may make you feel sorry for them. I feel like that's kind of a common theme with this person too. Is always the victim. This person's always the victim, and oh poor me. You know, and that's how they get back in. You're a very compassionate sign, Pisces, and you don't like to see anybody in pain or hurting or suffering. And, you know, but in this case, what the cards and the runes are saying is that this person had it coming, you know. So just, you know, be very vigilant about who you let back into your life in September, Pisces. What can't be changed is that whatever has been... lies are going to stay in place in September. It looks like somebody's working very hard to maintain their position of lies or their false fronts. And, you know, but what's happening is that this ridiculousness is making them vulnerable. I mean, it's unmasking sort of who this person is. If there was any doubt and this will be different who this is for all of you. So, but I mean, this is somebody in your environment. Could be a coworker, a family, a member, a friend. Could be this person coming back from the past. In their effort to maintain lies or, you know, an illusion that they've created in their own minds, maybe in some cases, they're gonna be working very hard to keep their lies in place, and it's just gonna crumble. That's actually gonna be a help to you, because I mean, it just kind of makes them vulnerable to everyone else kind of seeing what maybe you've been seeing for a long time. Anything that Pisces, some of you may find, another way this can work is that some of you may find that you are having to deal with someone who's very manipulative, maybe more than one person, because I mean, I got a lot of people, I feel a lot of people, and not one of them are the best sort, Pisces. So I'm not, you know, maybe this is your work, maybe this is your job, and you just have to deal with these people. But yeah, there's, you know, maybe you are having to put on a false front so that you aren't vulnerable, so that you don't have to be. You may put on a show though that you are making yourself vulnerable with this person. You may act like you're sharing something really important with somebody just to kind of maybe, you know that old saying, keep your friends close but your enemies closer. And that's normally not you, Pisces, but I mean, maybe it's a situation where in order to deal with this person, you kind of have to meet them on their wavelength. I don't think you're going to be comfortable doing this. I don't think you'll be able to do it forever because you're just too honest for these kinds of games. But if you can do that in September, it does look like it's going to help your cause or help you eventually unmask who this person is and bring out their true colors. What can't be changed about the month of September, Pisces? There's a lot of messaging going on, a lot of emails, a lot of communication, but like none of it seems to be face to face. So it's all like, you know, maybe social networking or things. And, you know, you may get frustrated with this because you know, those kinds of communications are notorious for, you know, miscommunications or being misunderstood. And, you know, so knowing that, Pisces, you may say that, look, I'm not going to communicate this way. If you want to talk to me, call me, or we'll meet face to face, because I don't want anything that I say being misconstrued. And you may find somebody hesitant to do that because maybe they're scared of it. This is a similar thing came up for Capricorn. So, yeah, they may like to hide behind their computer or hide behind their messaging. And for a lot of you, this is a work situation, because I got some pentacles coming up here too. So this is a coworker or, you know, a boss or somebody, you know, you work at home and your office is virtual. So everything has to be, you know, in that case, maybe recommend Skype or definitely the phone call, so that, you know, it's at that point that things are just a little more clear, you know. And in this day and age, we've gotten so lazy about all just send an email, but I mean, it doesn't work all the time. It's not the best form or mode of communication for situations that are complex or sticky, or where you're dealing with somebody who you're not, you know, maybe you just speak two different languages, even if it's two different forms of English or whatever your language is. You know, to get on the same page, it may require some, you know, more direct communication. There will be a shift or a change though. For some of you, this may involve stuff at work, Pisces, and you may not like all of the shifts and changes. You may be moved to another department, and you may want to move or change jobs, but you may find that, you know, maybe there's just not something quite right about this place or something. So the advice in September is to kind of maybe ask very pertinent questions if you're on job interviews. Definitely kind of dig and find out as much as you can about a possible company that you want to switch to if you are leaving a job. For those of you who are moving or looking to move, definitely don't be looking above your means in September. Definitely, you know, you may fall in love with a place, but if you can't afford it, you know, you don't want to get into that situation. Definitely not. So keep that in mind. Those of you who are going on a trip in September, definitely take more money than you were thinking of taking. Because it does seem like, you know, you may need a little bit extra, or just watch your spending on the trip. You know, and expect some delays and things, especially if you're traveling for work in September. It does look like there may be some, you know, there always are, but, you know, some maybe more than you had anticipated. So definitely take a good book along, you know, definitely, you know, or take along your Kindle, whatever you do when you're waiting around at the airport. By the end of September, I do want to say that there's a lot of work going on, Pisces, despite all this kind of drama-rama I'm seeing around the people in your life. I do see you working on a creative venture. You may be traveling for this in September. You know, you may, yeah, you may be planning a trip in September to take, but I mean, maybe it turns out to be too expensive and you have to kind of cut down however many days or something. You may have to adjust it. Just due to the expenditure. You don't want to quite spend that much money, or you're going to go maybe split it up and go at 2 different times, because I feel like that, you know, this is something that you've got a little bit of freedom here. You can change things around a little bit, most of you, but no, I do see travel in September for those of you. Maybe some of you are taking a vacation. Don't feel stressed that you're away from work or that you have to put a project on hold or something. You do need to get away in September with all of this kind of stressful emotional stuff going on. It's going to be best for you to get away and take a little break. I think by the end of September, somebody is still going to be just, I don't know. There's delays and frustrations around family, around inheritance, around property. And this may have to do with a King of Rods. So that's a fire sign, an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. And he's coming up in the reverse. So this is somebody who says he's a man, but he's not acting like a man. Very immature. This may involve immature communication. It may involve, you know, somebody who just has very naive ideas for their age. It's like you should know better than this. That's kind of what I'm feeling, and that's how that's the vibe I'm getting from you, Pisces. Is like, whoever this is, you should know better than this. So this may be somebody you're dealing with over a property matter. Maybe it's a realtor, or maybe it's the person selling a property, or maybe it's your landlord or potential landlord. Because again, with these shift and changes, some of you may be moving in September and just have to deal with somebody who's just very immature in the way they communicate, or maybe they say something that's just really kind of, you know, out of left field and snotty or rude. For some of you, this is a family member, though, and I don't, you know, they may delay something even more. I just see somebody being very overly dramatic, Pisces, and it's just like you don't have time for this. So I don't think it's going to affect you much, except that you're going to be like, you know, a little pissed off about it, just because of the time wasting, the time and energy wasting. You don't have energy to waste on, you know, stuff like this. So, yeah, so just anybody who's trying to kind of incite you or evoke a response, just ignore it. That's the best advice I can give, Pisces. Let them deal with their own drama. It looks like you've got enough of your own going on. So yeah, definitely just let it pass. You know, do whatever you need to do to kind of get it out at home or on your own. Just kind of seethe on your own time. But so wow, very dynamic month, Pisces. A lot going on, and you know, there's good. There's a lot of good, but then there's just kind of this, and I'm just getting the feeling that a lot of this drama is superficial. It's like not going to affect you that much, but I mean, it is. I just see having to deal with people you don't necessarily want to deal with, but you'll figure out a way to get what you want or need from them. So that's what I'm going to leave you with for September, Pisces. I do hope that was helpful. I will see you back here in October.